All right, first full day with the steers. They had a little something to nosh. I got to get them a better pen, better area to hang out in. So temporary measure, see if I can't figure this out. Judging from the order of which I bring to carrying the stakes, I'm hosed. First thing I did was come out and just put some stakes every 12 feet, or some flags, to just give just a basic area. It's not going to be big. So next thing I'm going to do is put down these step-in posts. I got them from Tractor Supply. I'll put those in, and then I'm going to use polytape so that they can definitely see that it's a border, and hopefully that will make sure that that they really don't want to test it, but they will, and they're going to get zapped. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in place. I would like to eventually, though, to sort of help create a more structured paddock system, but I don't know where I'm going to put these guys. I don't know how much they eat in a day. I don't know anything yet. I'm new at this, so I need to sort of figure things out. But I got the fence posts in, and it's a little bit funny because I'm like trying to make sure they're perfectly straight. And you know, all these people have been doing this forever, like, you go ahead, you get those perfectly straight. You're doing great, man. And all knowing that like in a month I'll be like, wherever they go, that's it. So, all right. Now I think I need to roll out the polytape. What I need is a way to start and end my polytape. And this is a T-post polytape corner connector. I think it's not perfect, but it looks like it might do the job. These posts might be too small. I might need to actually drive T-posts in at the start and end of my fence just to really make this happen. But we're gonna find out. You can see it's a thing that goes, you mount on the T-post, and then it's just got like if you had a web belt and you ran it through and came back around, you know, and it tightens on itself. It's the same idea. You know, I don't think these are going to work on this. I think I need to drive in regular T-posts. I think I'll do the job. I'll put one more T-post on the other side for where the line ends, and then I'll run the polytape. All right, this is the poly braid. It's a really long roll. I didn't even know what to get. I got something right in the middle of lengths and like whatever, so. Oh, that's nice. It's got a pin in there. It's like buying a new shirt. I feel like I need to hang on to that, because if that gets away from me, that's gonna be really bad. I don't know if you can see that. It's just a strip about 1 inch. And this is what I'm gonna use all the way around to make this perimeter for these guys. Okay, so I have an energizer for the fence. I bought it over at Tractor Supply. Again, it's not the most powerful one you can buy. Hopefully it's sufficient. It says it'll do 15 miles of electric fence. I got somewhat less than that. So I just dug a post hole, put in a small post, mounted it on here. I've got the ground wire hooked up. I'm not taking it apart from the rest of the bundle of wire that I got. And I'll hook this to that grounding rod over there. And then once I have that, I'll run a connector from the polytape to the power side of this, and then I'll get to turn it on and see if I've done everything right, and hopefully it's working good. The last piece is this clip. It basically just sandwiches the polytape in between these two pieces of metal. And then this runs down to the energizer and goes over the post. Last step, plug it in. Got the telltale light pippin in there. Works good. I touched it. Ow, that'll get your attention. Once everything's set, here's my weather system. Well, it didn't take long. Hopefully I did this right. I did it right. Under the heading of amazing, and something that I think I really like, about 6:30 I came back over here to see if I could rally these guys and get them some little snack for the night. They had all come back to the corral, and we're ready to go to bed, so I guess that's going to be how we do it. I'll just keep moving the corral with them too whenever I put them somewhere new. It's kind of neat. Thanks for making it easy, guys. But they sheared all of this. You can see where the line was, where they've been on this side, where they haven't been. And I'm only going to do one more day out in this basic area, but I'm moving the fence. I've pulled all of this way, and I'm going to stretch it in and give them a crack at all of this stuff over here. But this is their snoozy cows in the afternoon spot. You can see they lay down out here. They've pretty much picked everything clean out here. And this is where they like to lay down and hang out when it's hot. All right, so their new paddock area will take in all of this nice grass. That ought to hold them for tomorrow. I just went through with the weed whacker and just cut everything that might be touching the fence, just to make sure nothing is going to be grounded. So what it tells me though is that the space I gave them is about 2 days for 4 steers. I bet they could eat more though, but I feel good. Ready for one more day right here. Took them pretty much no time at all to find the new grass. All right, beautiful thing. Got the new the fuse assembly in there. Here's the old one. Look at that. That melted up bad. So got that replaced. Again, there was the old fuse. Got that replaced, running like a top. So good news, make me happy. Well, they're in for the night again. And today they made short work of all this over here. So that was good to see. But I think I need to move them. So I got some new pasture in mind. And I'm gonna try and get that set up tonight. And then I'm gonna try and move these guys with the trailer tomorrow, because I don't know how to drive them across the property without all of my perimeter fencing up yet. So I'm gonna pack it all up, put it in the mule, which is running again, and just get stuff moved over and get started. It's a little early, still dark. The sun's not coming up as early, obviously, as the season goes on, but I need to do some pasture setup so I can move cows this morning. Hopefully move cows and chickens, but if I run out of time, I'll just leave the chickens for one more day. But I need to move the cows and get them onto some new grass. We'll start with a polytape connector for the wood posts. So from there, come north just up to this corner here. I've been leaving the grass long to give them something to eat, so I'll set a T-post here. I want to move these guys over to where the cows are now, which is back up on that side, so that they can start scratching through all the manure piles and eating all the fly larvae and everything like that. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get to it today. It just depends how long it takes me to get these guys moved, because I don't like to leave them cooped up. Cooped up? Huh? Too long, especially as the day gets warmer and the sun gets on the coop. Okay, got some stakes put in the ground there just to give me a sense of the line. And that's good. So I'll do the same going out this way. around the tree and then make a cut to head up into the southeast pasture over there. Okay, I want to drop another T-post polytape corner connector onto this T-post, but I'm actually not sure I can because I've already got the fencing up, so I'm just going to give it a try and see what happens. And it is not looking good. All right, so I need to drop a separate T-post in right here on the corner. Okay, it's ready to go. So the plan is, this is where I'll move the corral right over here, and I'll try and line it up so that the gate is right here. I'll try and line it up so I have an access point right there to put the water tank so I can run a water line, bring it across, and it'll be up against the fence over here. And then for today, I've got a line marked out. So they eat, they come out here, and then they'll have this whole area out here open to them for feeding. You can see I've got a set of posts that make a right turn here and head on out that way, which gives access to all this for the cows for today. I don't think it's going to be more than a day's worth of forage. And then tomorrow, I'll move them over here, the next day over there, next day around the corner, the next day up into the southeast corner over there. I made two mistakes when I laid out the post. I put in T-posts where I was cutting sharper corners. Problem with that is the polytape connectors that are there are end connectors. So that means that the tape has run out and I'm just weaving it through like I'm putting on a web belt. Well, ain't gonna work. So I now have two T-posts because instead of a crisp 90 back there making the turn into the pasture, it is now a dynamic 45. So I'm gonna replace both of these T-posts with regular insulated posts here and keep going. All right, we're getting ready to move these guys into the trailer. We got it backed into place.
They're very curious. They're already looking. Already looking.
Let's see if my wife's got what it takes to wrangle cows.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Cow wrangling woman. 4 cows in. Okay, got the steer set up where we're going to back them into this area. But first I want to get the corral set up in here for them, get water and everything else in place. All right, well, if a mule can fit in here, definitely a steer can. Brought the water tank over, or it's a different water tank. I have 2 of them now. I'm gonna attach the watering float and I'll show you how that's done. It's not too cosmic. Comes with a float. The hose goes on here, and then inside it's just like a toilet. Once it fills up to a certain level, this floats up, closes the valve, it stops filling, keeps it nice and high. And then it's got some hardware that goes on there, just a couple of screws and nuts. But the holes do not align. Now they know this about their system, and so they gave you, it's a Rubbermaid for a Rubbermaid, but apparently that was too much to ask. So you just take a 1/4 inch drill bit, All right, so that's good. And then you can't get the drill bit in underneath the nozzle here, so I just pick it up and flip it so that that aligns with the hole there. And then I figure that's got to get me pretty close on this side, so flip it around. On there like that. Screw, screw, washer and nut. All right, I just squeeze it down hand tight. I'll tighten it up more later, but for now, that'll be good. All right, and that's as complicated as that is. Rubbermaid stock tank float valve. Goes with the Rubbermaid stock tank. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, you guys. Good job. Oh, so graceful.
You know the routine now.
Got another end unit here. But I think what I'm going to do, I've been thinking about this a little bit, is I want to try this. Go through, no, go through, and then come back through again. Right? Because if that'll work for a single, if I pull that a little bit snug and then do this, that should hold, and then I can leave this, just tuck a little piece of it up through like that, hold it in place, set this down, and I should be good to go. All right, apply power, let the cows out. All right, plugged in. Power's on. Fence is okay. Put on my super expensive protection device. Let's go let these guys out. Gotta go under the fence. Quiet approach. You guys are cleared out when you're ready. I think they'll figure it out. This was cool. This was cool. I'm really excited. Hopefully these guys really enjoy this grass, because they're going to do great things for it with their manure and following them with chickens. Tomorrow I'll move the chickens into the spot where the cows, where the steers were, because it's just not able to get the timing linked up today. I had some other stuff come up yesterday, so I would have had all this set up and all we would need was load and move this morning. But, you know, life happens, so you adapt. And that's just where we are, under the fence. I don't want to get zapped again. That was unpleasant the first time. All told, exactly 3 hours to do everything today. And if I could have set it all up yesterday, this would have taken, I bet I could have had it cows moved and in the new place in 30 minutes this morning. So first time doing it, lots of lessons learned. Next time, gonna be a lot better. Got everybody getting close to being settled for the night. Overall, good day. Learned a lot of stuff. Had some firsts. Tomorrow's another one. I think I'm gonna call it. That's about it from here. I'll talk to you guys later.